Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks. I know some of you are probably thinking, finally. I was trying to get stuff done over the weekend, but I just had such a shitty day on it. Sunday I got no footage for a random destruction or anything. And I'm still feeling quite bunged up and full of cold, and that's because even though we've moved everything around now, ready for it to be done, the heating still hasn't been done yet, so it's still very, very cold. I'm just generally feeling a bit down with it all. And then there is the fact that, like I say, I've just been struggling a bit with World of Tanks recently with sort of having enthusiasm to play it. But I've been on it again over the weekend a bit, and it's starting to come back. I've just got to push to the back of my mind the things that are annoying me about it, and just sort of get on with it. But anyway, a couple of not the greatest rounds. They were fun, definitely, to do. And that's why I've used them on here, and this should hopefully be one of at least 2 or 3 that I upload today, probably in a row. I'll probably just try and get them done. One of them will be XCOM, I think, so that'll be that, and then the other one may be Road to Tier 10, but we'll have to see how things go and see what happens today, because I've got a couple of bits to do as well. So, but yeah, fingers crossed, at least 2. But anyway, I'm in the Sentinel AC1, little tier 4 British medium. Quite a good, fun little tank. Does remind me of the Matilda a lot, though the Matilda does have, you know, a better gun to it. But this is still a tough little tank. With not a bad gun, a bit inaccurate at times when you're shooting at this sort of range. It can be quite inaccurate, and I didn't think that one had pen. And it's just a case of trying to hit his weak spot, but no, it wasn't happening, so... just sort of trundling about, platooned up with my wife. I've got a crew in here that's basically got no skills on it. It's just one that I was training up. And my wife was trying to get through the T40, which she is now. She's through that one. Sort of catching up with a few lines on her profile. And like I say, I'm just trundling about, not really... You know when you're just having one of those games where you're not really making much effort. You're just having a, you know, you're just enjoying yourself, and I think that's what it is with this recently. I've just not been enjoying myself. This one's from a couple of weeks ago, I think, or a few weeks ago. The next one is from Sunday, and again, it wasn't the best round, but it was fun. Or I enjoyed it anyway. I think I spent the first half of the match basically crapping myself, and then the next part just, you know, enjoying it. And you know, it's one of those things where when it's not fun anymore, you got to stop playing for a bit, haven't you? Otherwise, it just turns into, you know, hatred. It goes from no fun to just hatred. So yeah, it just, like I say, it just wasn't fun for me. But you know, I've been on it the weekend, like I said before, and had a couple of fun rounds. Had some very frustrating ones. Had a couple of fun rounds. Not really anything that warrant a video on its own, which is why I didn't do on Sunday. But yeah, I'm just starting to have a bit more fun. What I've actually been doing is just playing some of the lower tier stuff. Chaffee and sort of various other little low tier things, and just having you know, just having fun instead of trying to grind out the higher tiers and trying to grind out silver or whatever. I've just jumped in some low tier, fun, quick tanks and just had a mess about, really. Not played seriously, just had a bit of fun, and I think that's what I needed. And you know, I must apologise to all of you. You know, thank you for all your support and being very patient with me. I'm sure you've all felt a similar way with World of Tanks at some points when they've done things that have really irritated you, like, you know, nerfed your favourite tank, or, you know, done something like these, you know, whatever, just done whatever, you know. I'm sure you've all felt the same sort of way. It's a bit different for me, though, obviously, with this sort of being what my channel's about mainly. It can be quite difficult when you sort of, you know, lose a bit of faith, and I did lose a bit of faith. And, you know, I've not quite got it back yet, but I'm willing to, you know, give another chance. So I'll have to wait and see what happens. I know they posted on Twitter a week or so ago a couple of pictures of the new premium Tiger 2s that are coming, a premium German one and a premium USA captured one. So we'll have to see how much they're actually going for and what they're going to be, because they look like they've got the long 88, and I would imagine they're either going to be tier 8s with premium matchmaking, preferential matchmaking, or they may do what they did with I'm trying to think what else they did it with. They did it with something else. I suppose heavy tank number 6 in a way. You know, it's a tier 6 Tiger, it's a tier lower, but with a, you know, a smaller gun. So yeah, they could be tier 7 with standard matchmaking, or they could make them tier 8 with preferential. I don't know which I'd prefer. I think if they were tier 7 and they've got the top turret and everything, then yeah, they could be bloody devastating in a tier 7 round. So I think tier 8 preferential would probably be the smarter choice, but we'll see. Now at this point, I am the only one left. There are 3 RT and they are surrounding me like a pack of hungry hyenas, and I don't really have any health left. I have a shit crew, like I say, no skills or anything on it, and I do make a mistake here. There's nothing I can really do without being spotted. I just seem to be being spotted all the time. I was hoping to get around there and at least get some shots at him, but alas, no. He was very quick on the trigger and a very good shot, and he took me down. So the 3 RTs have it, or had it, should I say, 3 little pigs. They won the round. But not too bad. 7 kills, top gun, no devastated because everything was too low tier, and a high caliber in a first class. So yeah, just quite a fun little round, and it is a fun little tank, that it really is. Just a good, fun little potter about tank. Just you know, when you, like I say, when it is just getting a bit too much, you want to just have a bit of fun. There it is. So if it ever comes up again, or you get a chance to earn one for free, it might be worth just having a look at. I'd earn it for free if it comes up again to earn for free. I know it just has been, but if it comes up again, yeah, do that, and you won't be disappointed, I don't think. Anyway, next match for you. This is one that I did Sunday, and again, not great. It was, you know, it was fun. I found it entertaining. I hope you guys will as well. And like I said, I spent mostly the first half of the match crapping myself, and then the next part having a bit of fun. And it's tier 10, I'm in the T54, which I've not been in for a little bit. I had a break from it, so I really pushed it at one point. So I've had a bit of a break from the T54. And I've got the lower pen gun on it, which has the better accuracy and the higher rate of fire. And as you can see, I don't carry a lot of premium ammunition for it. One of the nicknames for the T54 is the Heat 54. So a lot of people say that the guns are quite sort of underwhelming, and you do need to find a lot of premium to stay competitive. And although I think you probably have to use more premium in this than you would in any of the other tier 9 mediums that I can think of, I still try and use as little as possible, and just try and position myself where I can pen. You know, it's still got, I think, something like 201. Which is, again, you know, that is pretty poor for a tier 9 medium. But then again, this has got so many other good features. You know, it's got to be balanced somehow. But yeah, 201 pen for a tier 9 medium is pretty shit. Plain and simple. You know, I'm looking at things like, well, I mean, for instance, the Tiger at tier 7 has got 203 mil of pen. Admittedly, that's a heavy, but you know, it's still there, isn't it? It's still a tier 7. And you know, STA, the STA2 and the STA1 at tier 8, both 212. So yeah, 201's not great. And I've seen if we can get him through that gap there. I really, really don't want to take a hit from a Death Star, and that's basically why I spend the first half of the match sort of in a bit of a semi-permanent fear state, is the fact that I've got a Death Star looking down on me. I think there's an RT or two that start taking an interest, and there's an E100 the other side of these buildings. And there is just me and the object, was it an object 430 or an object 140 that's up here? Might be the 140. So there's not really a great deal of resistance from our team, but luckily there doesn't seem to be a great deal of resistance from the enemy team. And I can just, yep, I was quite pleased with that shot. I really didn't think it had hit, but it did. And that took down one of the RT. But now we've still got the Death Star. There he is. Back off, back off. Yeah, even if he hits and doesn't penny, he's going to give me a hard time, and he's going to do quite a bit of damage. Side scraping is not really an option when you're against Death Star, because it fires Hesh. You know, let's face it, everybody knows that you just load up with Hesh in that thing. So it's going to hit and pen anyway. I was trying to do a bit of a snapshot there. Should have waited and aimed, obviously, knowing that he's reloading. And that's what I did with that one, and he's now done. So now I feel I can breathe a bit easier. Yes, there is still an E100 up here, but between me and the other medium, we should be able to sort of, well, outmaneuver him, wolfpack him a bit in a way. Just get around him, keep moving, and outmaneuver him. And hopefully that will work, but I'm just trying to get eyes on him. I keep getting detected, but I want to know where he is before I go blazing out and straight in front of his gun. There he is. Full health, E100. Okay, wait for myself to drop off radar. Oh, there's the other RT. Good job I didn't go back. And yeah, I just wish I was a bit quicker. But hopefully I can use the rubble, get in the rubble, get behind that, get something in between me, and keep moving. Hopefully not take a shot, not take a hit. Try to throw his aim off, get around him and fire. And then run away. Yep, run away. I almost feel like it's Homer Simpson's school of fighting. Kick him in the back and run away. But the 140, is it 140? I keep saying the object 140, it might not be, but I'm pretty sure that's what I remember it as. And I didn't quite see it then. But anyway, the other medium comes down to have a go with me, and we basically just start circling this guy. That was a poorly aimed shot. Try and stay out the way of him so I don't block him and he don't block me. That was lucky. He had two of us very close together, but it donked into the floor. But he is trying to back up against the rubble and bounced again. And I think it's about there I get frustrated, or it is in a minute, and I actually just think, do you know what, screw it. Heat. He's the last guy left. I'm just going to use heat. Where is he? Yeah, I just swapped to heat. But now he's decided he's going to focus on me. The other medium, oh dear, yeah, couldn't quite get around him, and then he gets taken down. Yeah, object 430, I think it was, not 140. I always get that one mixed up. But anyway, not, like I say, not a great round. But it was fun, you know, I had fun doing it, I had fun playing that round for once, so I thought I'd show that one to you anyway. But there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. I know I've said this a couple of times recently, but I am going to be uploading regularly this week. And I think I might drop another game in here and there as well, just to try and break things up a bit from World of Tanks. I'm still going to do the World of Tanks stuff, but maybe just have an extra day where I don't do it. But anyway, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.